Hi everybody, I'm Starla.
I'm Mik.
And we are
Our Family Plays Games. Yeah.
And we are back on BGG.
So let's do this, family. Yeah.
All right, we are back on BGG
Yes, here
for
we
another month.
go. Yeah.
And it's the month of May.
It's the month of May.
Yeah.
Now, are you gonna have some facts for us again?
Always.
Just do this then.
So I'm going to give you some fun facts about the month of May.
All right, what we got here? What we got?
Now, I've got 5 fun facts.
Okay.
Because it's the 5th month of the year.
Oh, okay. We're going to roll it like that. All right, let's do
Now,
this.
this is really interesting.
All right.
Okay, May is the official month of spring in the Northern Hemisphere.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
And that means that it occurs between winter and summer.
Okay.
But May is also the official month of fall in the Southern Hemisphere.
Oh, okay. That's
I know, that's weird.
That's a little weird.
And it says that means that it occurs between summer and winter.
Okay. Okay.
Now, they consider May a time of transition, renewal, growth, and it allows us to appreciate the beauty of the natural world as it changes from one season to the next.
That is true. Because it's a little cool during the spring. It's a little cool, so you can go on hiking and check out nature and stuff like that. Yeah, I can get that. I can get it.
But I think it's kind of weird how it plays 2 different roles for
true.
the Northern Hemisphere and then a different role for the Southern Hemisphere.
That's wild.
That is crazy.
Yeah.
Now, during the month of May, in America, we're celebrating Asian American and Pacific Islander Heritage Month.
Very important. Very important.
Yes.
Yes.
Now, we have other holidays we celebrate in May. Now, some of them are past by the time the show comes out.
Yes.
But they're still worth mentioning.
Okay.
Because on May 1st, it's considered May Day.
Yes.
And May Day is a European holiday.
And it's very important in Europe.
Exactly.
Yes, very important. Yes.
And then, of course, we have May the 4th be with you.
Always. Always.
And that's not really a holiday, but it's a day where we celebrate.
Holiday. It is a holiday.
It's not.
In this household, it's a holiday.
But officially, it's not. But
it's a holiday.
It's all things Star Wars.
It's a holiday. Family, it's a holiday.
And then, of course, the second Sunday of May is Mother's Day.
Yes.
Yes.
Celebrating all the mothers who have to put up with us crazy families. Yes. Yes.
And last but not least, in the month of May, at least in America, we celebrate Memorial Day.
Yes.
And we usually recognize Memorial Day as the last Monday of the month, where we give honor to all of our armed forces.
That sacrifice. You know, to give us the freedoms that we got.
Exactly.
But we still got to hold on to those freedoms now. Yeah.
So that's the number 2. Those are things we celebrate.
Yes.
Now, number 3, in May, the birth flower is Lily of the Valley.
Lily of the Valley. Okay. Isn't that a movie? Wasn't that a movie?
I don't, no, I don't know if it's Lily.
Okay, it was something like that.
I don't think it's a movie.
Yeah, okay.
But it's a fragrant flower, which is native to Europe and Asia.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yes.
All right. That's some good facts there.
Well, I'm number 4.
You still going?
I'm still going.
All right, let's go.
Now, there are 2 zodiac signs for the month of May.
What are those?
That's Taurus and Gemini.
All right.
Now, Taurus starts April 20th and ends May 20th.
All right.
And then Gemini starts May 21st and ends June 21st.
That's them twins. Yes. That's when they have those double personalities.
Yes.
You know, they go from hot to warm, all over the place. Yeah.
And then Taurus is the bull.
Strong. I know some Tauruses. They something else. Yeah.
And the last fact I want to give for May is the birthstone.
All right. What's the birthstone?
The birthstone for May is the emerald.
Emerald.
Yes,
Okay.
I love emeralds.
Yes, you love all gemstones.
That's true.
Yes.
But I love green. You know, green is one of my favorite
That's
colors.
Right.
And emeralds are green. Most emeralds are green.
That is right.
And the emerald is the sign of love and success, and it has long been coveted for its beauty and scarcity.
That is true. Yes. Just like you, my love. Yes. Like
so those are my 5 fun facts for the month of May. Did
you like
those?
I love them. I love them. I love them.
Well, we're going to get into our top 5 family games for the month. Now, last month, we gave 5 games for April, and we kind of focused it around spring.
Transitioning. Yes. We were transitioning as what spring is. Like you said in your earlier points. Yes, we're transitioning.
And this month, we're going to focus it around May, but things that happen in May, and maybe some things that May is known for.
It's a lot of stuff happens in May. A lot of activities and events. It's a lot of them.
Yes.
Yes.
So we only picked a few.
Yes, we only picked a few because there's a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah.
You also said that in your points.
Yes.
But we're only going to pick a few. And some that wasn't on your points, but it's going to be cool.
Well, we're not basing it on the fun facts list, but just May.
Yeah,
May
it's a lot of stuff's happening.
Yeah.
A lot of stuff happening.
Yeah. So first we're going to kick off this list with Long Shot, the dice game.
The rolling right.
The rolling right.
Yes, and it's a fun game.
I know you're wondering why Long Shot, the dice game.
Yes.
But that's because we have horse racing during the month of May.
We have the Triple Crown, the pinnacle of horse racing starting in May at the Great Kentucky Derby.
Yes.
And then it goes on to the Preakness, that's in the same month of May. And then in June, we have the Belmont Stakes. So yes, you have to add that in.
Yes.
And Long Shot, the dice game, does bring you horse racing on your table.
I mean, it's all about theme.
It's all about theme.
You've got your little jockeys and stuff, and they're all dressed up with their horses.
You're betting.
You're betting.
You know, you're getting horses to race.
And you're trying to win.
And you're trying to win. Or you're trying to win with the horse that you're betting on.
That's true.
So it
Which may not be your horse. That's right. It may not be your horse.
So definitely that all goes into the horse racing.
I agree.
Yes. And then it has the crazy names
Yes.
for the horses. You know, because, you know, like, even though you have the legendary horses like Secretariat, where are you using that name at?
I don't know.
You know, where that name come from?
You know, they had another legendary horse, Man O' War.
Yes, Man O' War. Man, it was, so, you know, it's some crazy names. But I like them.
Yeah.
Because they have, what they have, you know, Scattershot for, you know, this game. And it's just some really crazy names.
But Nitro Nelly.
But it kind of just brings in just the fun that, you know, you give I give nicknames to mine.
I don't do that.
I give nicknames.
The names that they give them are crazy enough and funny.
Yes, they are funny, but it's a fun time.
It is.
It is a fun time because it's like 1 to 8 players, so that's a family game right there.
Yeah, it's the last time I played it with a group of people. We had so much fun.
Yes.
We were laughing, and you know, people were betting on different horses, and it was a lot of fun.
And then, you know, you can also, when you roll a dice, you know, the dice gives you, you know, what horse is moving, and then how many times it moves, and then you go to that horse's like little card, and there's other horses that can move too, and then you can add horses to, you know, move too. But it's always constant moving, always constant something going on. So that is the whole theme of horse racing, and I really do enjoy the game. I really do.
I think they did a really good job with this game, and I know your family will love it just as much as we love it, and our friends that we play with, they love it as well.
Because you have a chance to move back horses, move forward horses. Now, when you move your horse back, when you move somebody else's horse back, it's gonna be a little upsetting.
Yeah, that's some take that.
But that's a part of the game,
Yeah.
and just having fun. So yes, I do enjoy Long Shot the dice game. Yes.
Now, next on our list is Heat Pedal to the Metal.
Yes, love that game. Now, family, I really do love Heat. It is a fun game.
And that goes in line with the Indianapolis 500.
Yes, and I love Heat. Heat is a fun game.
It is.
And it's the tension and the craziness of racing. You know,
totally
auto
agree.
racing. I mean, you're scared, you're trying to win, you know, you're doing hand management with the cards that they give you. Oh, it all ties in.
Well, I mean, the theme is there.
Yes.
They didn't miss a beat when it comes to
No,
theme.
they did not.
I mean, you really feel, like you say, you feel the tension when you put that car on the track and you're trying to beat somebody out or whatever. You feel it.
Yes.
And you want to win.
Because, you know, this reflects the racing, the Formula One racing, even though Indianapolis, you know, 500 is something different. It's the Indy cars. But, you know, with this Formula One, it's back in the 60s where you barely had a car to race in. Family, it was you and maybe some stuff going on with your car. Because, I mean, it's dangerous, but you can feel that tension, you know, because you got stress in the cars and stuff like so. It is really a fun, fast-paced game.
Yeah, you know, and when you're playing the game, you got to make sure you select the right things for your car so that you can hug those curves and not have them spin out. And all that's done with cars. It's just card manipulation and how you work the cards.
I mean, because what I love about it is like when you go around those curves, you gotta have, you know, because there's numbers that you have to go with, and around the curves, you just can't fly around the curves. You gotta be very careful because if you're not, you spin it out.
That's right.
And you know, sometimes I have played this family when I thought I was winning and I lost my mind going around a curve and I spent out and I'm losing. Yeah. But it is that much fun. And it goes along with, you know, with racing, the theme, and I love Heat.
Yes.
That's why it's on the hotness all the time.
It is. It's on the hotness.
On the hotness.
Yes.
So it's so much fun.
And we would be remiss if we did not mention Downforce.
Yes.
That's another racing game that you can play during this month.
And because, you know, they're totally different. They say, you know, that game will cancel out another game. No, they're great games because in Downforce, you betting on the cars.
Well, yeah, you bid in the beginning on who's going to get what car.
Yeah.
And then your driver has different abilities. So that's totally different from Heat.
Totally different.
Yeah.
Totally different. And then you bet on the cars. When it goes past a certain line, the betting line, you're betting on the car that's going to finish first.
And then sometimes you don't want to bet on your own car.
No, sometimes you might say, okay, you know, my car's coming in last, but that green car over there is doing pretty good. I think I'm going to put them there, and then you have cards where you have to move every card with, you know, the cards on the cards have the numbers on them, and sometimes you might want to help that car that you're betting on, not your own, to get a little farther in.
Yes.
So it is a really interesting and cool and fun game, but it's 2 to 6 players, so the whole family can get involved.
The whole family.
Yes.
And this is a game that our son loves.
Yes.
Ever since we got it into our collection, Grant has always loved Downforce, and whenever we put it out there, especially if you've got teenage boys in your household, they will love Downforce.
But you know, also wherever we go, you know, to, the game nights and, you know, just, you know, trying to introduce games to folk, when we put Downforce on the table, they love it and they want to go get it.
It is a fun
It is a
game.
fun, and it's a good gateway. It is a really good gateway because it's not hard to teach, not hard to learn, and you can jump right on into it and start betting and moving cars and trying to get out of the way and try to move to the front. Fun game.
So if you're one of those families and you guys like to have parties around events such as the Indianapolis 500 or the Kentucky Derby, these are some games you can pull out for your family and friends while you're watching those events.
Yes, you can pull those out. Now the next one is with the emerald that you were talking about.
Emeralds, which I love.
Yes, that you love, especially the green emerald.
Yes.
And that you can find in Splendor.
Yes.
Now we love Splendor.
It's a wonderful game.
We love Splendor, you know, with, you know, trying to do your, you know, it's a tableau building, drafting, set collection. I love that game. And it is a family favorite.
Yeah, I've always liked it from the first time we got it on the table. I love the components. The gemstones are these poker weight chips, and they've got the gems on each side, and it just has a really great feel when you pick it up. And if you're a tactile person, you'll like that, you know. And I think the theme is there, you know, you're this gem merchant and you're trading gems and all this. I think it's a great way for you to, you know, explore that world. Of being a gem merchant,
and then hoping that, you know, the big wigs, you know, those kings and queens will come visit you, and so you can get some points. But it's, I love the set collection on how you're trying to get, you know, the different, you know, cars, and it kind of helps you, you know, building an engine, you know, building a real cool engine, you know, and it's so much fun. And it's not hard to learn. Now it's hard to master though. It's hard to master, family. You know, because I've had many beat downs by this woman over here trying to win that game, but she just comes out and just pulls out all of a sudden just wins. And then they have the different versions because they have the Marvel version.
Which I like that too.
Yeah, that was not bad.
I like that one too.
I like the Marvel version. So yeah, so it's really a fun game.
Yes. Well, you know, since the gemstone for the month of May is an emerald,
it's in there.
I had to put that.
Yes, in there.
I had to.
It is in there. Yes, it is. And sometimes it's hard to get, but it's in there. Yes.
And the last game on our list is Ticket to Ride.
The classic.
Yes.
The classic.
Yes.
Yes.
And I know you're wondering, why did you put that on there?
Well, it's the North American map. It's the one that is in North America.
The original one.
The original, yes.
And that's why, because May talks about being part of the Northern Hemisphere, you know, and how it goes from winter to summer for the Northern Hemisphere. So I said, well, let's do something about the Northern Hemisphere, and let's do Ticket to Ride.
Yeah, because you're going from Canada, you be messing around with Canada, and then you mess around with the United States. I mean, you just be all over that map. And in that one, you know, it's a great gateway game.
It is.
You know, you can get, I mean, because every time we go to somewhere to, you know, to introduce games, we introduce Ticket to Ride, because that is the classic gateway that gets people in.
And I mean, the theme is just there.
Yeah.
I mean, I always tell people, you know, it's a good game to introduce to people because everybody's had a ticket to somewhere.
Yes.
So you've got this ticket, you know, you're trying to figure out this destination, how to get there. Then you've got these train cards that help you get there. And it's really easy to explain because you've got these different tracks that are different colors, and you just let people know your trains have to match the color of the track. Unless the track is gray, then you could have the color of your choice. But you just have to fulfill the destinations, the different routes, and it's easy to play. Families love it. Our family loves it. We love putting it on the table. Ticket to Ride.
And it's easy, just, you know, just get the cards, you know, you pick, you know, either 2 cards from, you know, all the 5 cards that are listed, and you just go from there, or you pick on top of, you know, the card deck, and you just, you know, set collection with your cards. It's just set collection, and just building your routes, you know, like you said, and it's just so much fun. But it gets treacherous sometimes now, because you know, everybody kind of ganging up in the area. You're like, oh Lord, let me get my route quick, because it seems like too many people getting around Omaha and stuff, you know. So, but it's a fun game.
Well, one thing I know is when you play with 4 people, it is gonna be mass hysteria.
It's treacherous.
I mean, people are trying to get different routes, and they're in your way.
Yes.
You know, when you're playing with 2 people, it's a little bit easier because a lot of times you can kind of focus on one side of the board, and the other person can focus on the other side. But when it's 4 people, there is no side.
Or 3 people.
Well, even with 3, you're right. 3. There is no side. So you're over here in New York, in, you know, Eastern America.
Yes.
And then you got other people over here trying to get to Florida and Georgia, and it's like
where are you going? Get out of my way.
You know,
why
go to the west. Go to the west.
So Ticket to Ride can be a little treacherous sometimes. It can
be.
But it's such a fun
But it's always fun.
It's a fun
always fun.
Yes, and that's just one Ticket to Ride when all the others you got.
Several.
But this one is for the Northern Hemisphere.
I agree.
Yes.
So that is our list for the month of May. I hope you guys enjoy this list. I hope you'll share this list with your family and friends and get some of these games to the table.
Get them to the table if you don't know about them. That'd be so much fun.
And even if you have in your collection, try them again.
Yes, because so much that we get into the hotness and we forget about the games that really brought us into this hobby sometime are just so much fun. And these are the ones that we try to get to, especially when we, you know, introducing games to people that we want to bring people in and say, hey, these are some great games.
Well, you know,
put in your collection.
I just introduced Ticket to Ride to some people at our last game night.
Yes.
And it was just as much fun after playing it several times.
It is.
As it was playing it that night. We had so much fun, and it was new to these ladies. They had never played it before.
Yeah.
But I had a blast teaching it and a blast playing it.
Because there's so many, and you just see, you know, people's eyes light up, like, oh my God, is this how a game, you know, a board game is supposed to be? Yes, it is.
Yes.
And it just, you know, like, you just see the happiness, like, oh my God, this is so much fun. Because, like, you know, I taught downforce to a bunch of college kids, you know, here in Omaha, and they had so much, they said, we didn't know games was like this.
Exactly.
You know, downforce, they were like, oh my God, is it always like this? I'm like, yeah. And they said, does it always change? And, you know, I'm like, yeah, it's always so much fun. You never know who could win or who's going to lose and stuff. So it's so much fun. And they were just so happy to play that game. And I had one of them say, I'm going to go buy this.
Yeah.
You know, I'm gonna go buy this.
Yeah.
And I want to say, don't be using your parents' money to go get this now. Make sure you get permission. But, you know, they said they wanted to have fun. So that was really cool.
So that's our list for the month of May. We hope you enjoy it. And
yes.
if you get a chance to play some of these games, let us know.
Let us know in the comments below what you're having fun with. Yes, definitely.
Well, everybody, I'm Starla.
I'm Mik.
And we are
Our Family Plays Games. Yeah.
And we'll see you next month with another Top 5.
All right now.